Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for being here and welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and if you are here for the first time, thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail. Today I'm really excited because I'm going to be sharing with you a few fragrance samples. So I have designer, higher end designer, and a couple of niche, and I want to bring some of these to your attention that I found really amazing that I hadn't smelt before. Something I'm gonna really try not to do anymore, you guys, is expensive blind buys. I have been burned way too many times recently doing expensive blind buys. And from now on, I'm going to try doing the sample route because it's just so much cheaper and it's just smarter. And yeah, last month was a disaster. So anyways, I'm going to be telling you which of these samples I think are worth checking out. A lot of them are really beautiful. There's a couple that honestly blew my mind that are so gorgeous, and I'm really excited to share them with you. So please make sure to subscribe because I do have a lot of really exciting content coming up, and also feel free to head on over and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so good morning. As you can see, I am definitely not burning a fall appropriate candle, but I felt like going with beige and white vibes for today's video. So I'm burning a California Beach House candle from Sand and Fog, which I got from HomeSense quite a while ago. And for those who are going to ask, my nail polish color is called Regal Rose, and I really love it. So I've got my little candle going. I have my little pumpkin, which is super cute, and I just got it locally. And we've got some tester strips, and let's go through and talk about these samples. So the first sample that we'll talk about, or the first new perfume, is Marc Jacobs Perfect Intense. And this one has been getting a little bit more attention. I think lately I've seen a few people who really like this perfume. And I actually really think this is an incredible perfume if you like almond. However, if you guys watch my channel and if you know me and you know my taste, you know that almond is not my best friend. I'm finding out kind of the hard way that after I have a perfume and I've worn it a few times, it turns out that the almond doesn't work for me. So I can only do almond in certain perfumes, in certain concentrations, and unfortunately in this perfume it's quite heavy. So this is what the bottle looks like. It's super cute, and the notes that you have in here are narcissus, night blooming jasmine, almond, and sandalwood. And I'm gonna give it a little spray so that I can refresh my memory and tell you what it smells like. Okay, so I actually think this is a beautiful perfume, you guys. The opening is kind of like fresh floral. It's very pretty. I really love the jasmine, but then right away I start to get this overwhelmingly kind of sesame seed almond accord. I don't know if there's sesame seed in here. I haven't seen it listed anywhere. And this is a actually beautiful perfume. It's quite pretty. I think it's quite unique in terms of designer perfumes. It reminds me a little bit of Scarlet Poppy from Jo Malone, and it definitely reminds me of the Laundry Intense from Givenchy because of that sesame kind of accord. But this is a mostly almond perfume. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous, you guys. I really like it, and I think if you like almond, it's worth checking out. But for myself, I will not be getting this because I tried wearing it out of the store. I tried wearing it at home here once I got my sample, and it just doesn't work out. Beautiful perfume, pretty good performance as well. Even now smelling it, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it smells so good. Like, it smells so scrumptious and it smells so almondy. And like I say, I get a little bit of a sesame seed kind of a vibe. Really good, but it's just not going to work out for me because just too much almond. So the next one we're going to chat about is Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia, and this is the Eau de Parfum version. So this is the newer version of Gorgeous Gardenia. The previous one was in that translucent or transparent bottle that was really pretty. It was a little bit fresher. And this one comes in that opaque pink bottle with the floral designs and the gold cap, and it's a really beautiful bottle. And the notes that you have in here are pear blossom, jasmine, gardenia, brown sugar, and patchouli. And what this reminds me of, I've talked about this on my Instagram already. This smells a lot to me like the original Viva La Juicy, except this one I would say is a little bit more mature smelling and a little bit more sweet floral and brown sugar. It's not so much about the berries and, you know, the caramel kind of scent. It smells a little bit more mature and a little bit more sophisticated and a little bit more floral. But they do have very similar vibes. So because of that reason, I think that this would be a great date night scent. And personally, I don't think I will be getting a bottle of this. I don't even really think I need to spray it for you guys. I've already smelt it before quite a few times, and it's just a sweet brown sugary floral fragrance that really, really reminds me of the original Viva La Juicy. So for me, this is a little bit of a miss. It's not that unique. It's not that special. It's pretty. There's nothing wrong with it. I think also it smells very similar to Xerjoff Grand Ballo, which is a beautiful perfume. But if I had to choose between this and Grand Ballo, I'd probably go with Grand Ballo because that one has better performance. And that one is also just a little bit more rich and luxurious smelling, even though they have very, very similar vibes. So the next sample is a little bit of a higher end fragrance, and this is Eau d'Absence from Louis Vuitton. And I got this as a complimentary sample with my most recent purchase, which is Contrement, which I will be talking about. I finally got my full bottle of Contrement. I'm so excited. So I will talk about that in a future video. So the notes that you have in Eau d'Absence are jasmine sambac, May rose, mimosa, Pitosporum, not sure what that smells like, raspberry, musk, vanilla, and sandalwood. And I'm gonna spray this on paper. I actually really wanted to tell you guys about this one because I think this is such a beautiful fragrance. How cute are these little blotter cards, by the way? If anybody's interested, I know last time I did a video like this, everybody asked where I got them from, and I got these from Amazon. They were so cheap, and they came in a huge pack for like $13, so really, really good deal. Okay, so I can already smell this from here. This reminds me a lot of Chance Au Tendre, if you like Chanel Chance Au Tendre. It's a very light, pretty, floral, easy to wear, feminine, very fresh, really beautiful. It actually reminds me a little bit of Marc Jacobs Daisy, a little bit. This is like your more unique, different, not so mainstream version of Marc Jacobs Daisy or Chanel Chance Au Tendre. If you like those fragrances, I can almost guarantee you will like this one. I can't really speak to the longevity of it because I haven't really given it a proper wear or tested it. But you guys, I was tempted the other day to actually get a bottle of Marc Jacobs Daisy just because I remember how easy that one was. I remember how pleasant it was. I used to get compliments from that perfume like crazy, you guys. And I know a lot of people these days would consider Marc Jacobs Daisy to be very basic and like quote unquote just basic, like everyone's over it, too many people have it, it's old, it's whatever. But you guys, that was such a good perfume. And actually Marc Jacobs Daisy was my signature scent for like 2 years back in the days. And this gives me Daisy vibes, but a little bit more mature, sophisticated, a little bit more modern, and just beautiful. This is a beautiful scent. Actually, it doesn't smell nearly as good on this blotter card as it does on skin. On skin, it's gorgeous. Really, really pretty. Blotter card not doing it justice. I'm just gonna get rid of that. But yeah, Louis Vuitton Eau d'Absence is gorgeous, and for all of my Chanel Chance Au Tendre lovers, this is definitely one to keep in mind. I'm actually going to put this one in my little sample container that I have in my bedroom so that I can keep trying it and testing it out, because this is a contender for like an easy everyday grab and go perfume for the summertime. The next sample is a new release from Givenchy, and this is L'Interdit Eau de Parfum Rouge. Now this one, you guys, is a spicy, warm, tuberose fragrance. It has some sandalwood, it has patchouli, there's some blood orange and some ginger in the opening, so there's like a little bit of a spicy kick in the opening. And I actually like this perfume. I like all of the L'Interdit perfumes, to be very fair. I like the Eau de Parfum, the Eau de Toilette. I like all of the flankers of L'Interdit. My issue is that tuberose. Like I've told you guys, if you watch my channel, you know that I love the smell of tuberose, but I have a really, really hard time wearing tuberose, and it's the reason I have not purchased quite a few fragrances, even though I think they're so gorgeous. That includes Armani My Way, Ralph Lauren Woman. I used to have Amouage Love Tuberose. I had to give that one away or sell that one because I just couldn't wear it. It's a flower that I love the way it smells, but once I get it on me and I wear it, I just don't like how it wears on me. I just cannot stand smelling it all day on myself. Not a very good sprayer on that sample. Look how like it's like drooling on my table. Okay, so on first spray, it smells very, very similar to the original L'Interdit. A little bit sweeter, I think maybe from that blood orange. The tuberose isn't quite as strong. It's a little bit spicy. Oh, you guys, I want to like this. I mean, I do like it. I want to be able to wear it is what I mean. This is a sexy fragrance. This is a very mature, kind of a boss woman, powerful, sophisticated, seductive, confident smelling woman. That is what this is. This is seduction. This is confidence. but it still is that original Laundry D. It still is that original Laundry D with a little bit more spice and a little bit more sweetness. And I just don't think I can ever wear it. I wish I could, because this would be the perfect date night scent for the fall. Like perfect date night scent, even in the summertime, I guess. But I mean, the bottle screams fall, doesn't it? Yeah, so this is one I will not be getting. I wish I could, you guys. I really wish I could, but I can't even bring myself to wear the other Laundry Ds. They're all just too strong for me, which makes me so sad because I fell in love with all of them at first sniff. Like in the grocery store, or not the grocery store, in the drugstore, I actually used to own every single flanker of this because I wanted so badly to wear them, and I loved them, but I can't wear them. I don't know what it is, I just can't wear them. So Laundry D Rouge is beautiful, and I definitely recommend checking it out for yourself, but for me, I will not be getting a bottle. And this sample, you guys, I'm really excited to share with you. I've been wanting to share this with you for quite a while, and this is one I've actually been contemplating getting a full bottle of myself. I'm just really trying to take my time with perfumes. I don't want to do any more expensive blind buys because that was a disaster last month. I made a few expensive blind purchases or semi-blind purchases, and they didn't end up working out, and it was a huge waste of money. So yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I have learned my lesson, and from now on we're doing samples. So anyway, this is from Nobel or Nobile, I'm not sure how you say it, Nobel 1942, and this is called Perfume. And this fragrance, you guys, is stunning. It is beautiful, and it is a very similar, kind of a dupe, I guess you could say, or a very similar fragrance to Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. That is the first thing that this reminded me of when I sprayed it, was Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. It smells extremely similar, and you guys, it's about half price. So if you are looking for Love Don't Be Shy, if you want that same vibe, if you want that same smell, but you don't want to pay $300 or $350, please check this one out. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. It is very, very similar. In the opening, you have lavender, bergamot, and grapefruit. In the middle, you have orange blossom, neroli, ylang ylang, petitgrain, and rose. And in the base, you have a lot of vanilla, you've got musk, and you have cedar. So hearing those notes, it doesn't sound like it would be very close to Kilian Love Don't Be Shy, but I promise you, it smells very close. The difference, I would say, is that this one is a little bit more fresh, and it's a little bit more natural, sort of plant smelling. It's a little bit less gourmand. So where Kilian Love Don't Be Shy is a little bit more heavy in those kind of sugary, caramel, marshmallowy accords, this one is a little bit more heavy in those kind of sweet floral accords. A little bit more fresh, a little bit more floral, not quite as gourmand, but it definitely has a gourmand feel. Neroli, orange blossom, and vanilla just come together to give you that kind of signature Kilian Love Don't Be Shy vibe that everybody seems to love. This is sweet, this is feminine, this is absolutely beautiful, you guys, and it lasts for a really, really, really long time. The bottle is really unique, and I think it would be a great addition to anyone's collection, and it would be quite unique too, because people would ask you what you were wearing. They would say, oh, you smell so good, and you could say, I'm wearing Nobel 1942 Perfume, or you could say, I'm wearing Perfume, and people would have no idea what you were talking about. They would just think you smelled really good and really unique. And like you can see, there is a little bit missing from this sampler. I have been going back and sampling it, and this is a contender. The only thing stopping me from getting a full bottle right this second is that I already have Love Don't Be Shy Extreme, which is like my favorite version of that scent profile. It's a pretty rich fragrance. It is a niche fragrance. Oh, I can smell it from here, you guys. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. It's fresh. It's a little bit fruity and a little bit citrusy in the opening, but you immediately get that kind of orange blossom, neroli, vanilla. It's a little powdery almost. Oh, you guys, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This smells so much like Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. I actually think I would prefer this to Kilian Love Don't Be Shy, the original. If you watch my channel, you probably know that I used to have the original Love Don't Be Shy. I did declutter it because I felt it was a little too cloying at times. I just wasn't sure if I loved it or hated it sometimes. And I just preferred the Love Don't Be Shy Extreme because the Extreme is like a little more marshmallow. It's a little more floral. It's a little more sophisticated in my opinion. It's not quite so bubblegummy sweet. This also is not bubblegummy sweet. This is, like I say, this is like your rainforest version of Love Don't Be Shy. This is like your true floral, greener, not that it smells really green, but this is your more natural floral version of Love Don't Be Shy. It is so pretty. It is so sophisticated. I think anyone of any age could wear it. I just love it. This would be an easy grab and go every day for summertime. It's just a very easy fragrance. It's not too sweet. It's not too cloying. It's a beautiful scent. So anyway, I would recommend checking this out. Like I say, if you're looking for Love Don't Be Shy, or if you like that one and you're trying to use this sparingly and maybe you don't want to spend the money, you want a high quality fragrance, but you're really not feeling like spending $300. This one I think retails for 170 Canadian, which is like 140 American. So you guys, this is a good one. Check it out. Perdizione from Nobel 1942. So now in this really beautiful packaging, we have My Way Intense from Giorgio Armani. And if you guys watch my channel, again, I've mentioned I don't particularly love the original My Way. Actually, that's a lie. I do like it, but again, because of that tuberose, I have a hard time wearing it. However, My Way is one that I think I could actually bring myself to have a bottle of one day, because I find it to be very pleasant, very uplifting. It's very sweet. It's very happy. It's a very happy, bubbly, fruity sort of smelling fragrance. It does have a little bit of that scent of bubblegum because of that tuberose in there. And I didn't really like the original My Way on first sniff, but sometimes I go back and forth. I have worn it on my skin out of the store, and I found it to be more bearable when I actually wore it than I thought it was going to be, and I think it's very pretty. So anyway, let's talk about the intense version. So this one has orange blossom, bitter orange, Indian tuberose, Madagascar vanilla, and sandalwood. So look at this packaging, you guys. It is so beautiful. So in the opening, you do get that little bit sweet, orangey smell. The opening is quite pretty. You guys, I don't know, this might be one range that I could change my mind about. This might be the very first range I can actually wear that has tuberose. There is something very, very pretty about this. I don't know if I'm in a rush to run out and get a bottle, but there's something I really like about it. So I do get the tuberose, but it's not, like I say, even with the original My Way, it's not a difficult tuberose for me to like. I think it's pretty unique. To be honest, I feel like they don't have all the notes listed, because it smells like there's more going on here than just that bitter orange and the orange blossom and the tuberose and the vanilla and the sandalwood. Like, it smells like there's more going on. It smells kind of fresh and zingy, and I don't know where that zinginess is coming from. Maybe it is coming from the bitter orange, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know, there's like this zingy zest about it, as if you actually put the zest of the orange inside the perfume and maybe even added some lemon or something. Like, there's something very, it's just like, I don't know, you guys, I'm actually starting to really like these ones. It's so funny how your taste can change over time, because I've said since the beginning that My Way is a perfume I don't think I could ever wear. And actually, you know, the more I come back and smell it, the more I'm starting to enjoy it. And I do want to give a shout out to another fellow YouTuber who is just incredible. I just love her. I love her videos. And that is Sally Marion, or Big Nap Sal on Instagram, because she loves My Way. And every time she talks about it, she makes me want it. So I got to give her props, because honestly, literally every time I hear her talk about this perfume, I want to run out and buy it. So, I believe she isn't as huge of a fan of the My Way Intense as she is of the original My Way. But you guys, there is something about this fragrance that I find a little bit addictive. I can't lie. There's something I really like about it. So anyway, I think this is beautiful. This one and the original one, I think both of them are beautiful, and I think they're worth checking out. They're just really pretty and unique and vibrant and classy and happy, you know. I mean, in the middle of the fall or winter, if you're looking for something to perk you up and make you feel just like happy and beautiful, I think this would be a great fragrance. I wouldn't necessarily say this has a sexiness to it. Like, this would not be a date night perfume for me. I think these are daytime perfumes. But anyway, that is My Way Intense from Giorgio Armani. So the next fragrance that I have actually came from a company in Canada called Etiquette. I do a lot of my shopping from Etiquette here in Canada. They are a company that sells niche fragrances, and this video is not sponsored. But if you guys watch my videos and my Instagram, you know that I'm a huge fan of Etiquette. I've purchased from them many times. So if you're in Canada and you're looking for a really good place to get niche fragrances that is local, definitely check out Etiquette. And this is Memo Sintra. So you guys, this is a very widely loved and I think fairly hyped up-ish perfume on YouTube, and I think for a good reason. So again, this is very similar to the scent profile of Love Don't Be Shy from Kilian. And let me read the notes and then I'll tell you what I find similar and different. So in the opening, you have neroli, petitgrain, red fruits, and bergamot. In the middle, you have milk, orange blossom, resins, jasmine, cinnamon, and rose. And in the base, you have marshmallow, Madagascar vanilla, caramel, musk, and cedar. And this fragrance smells as good as it sounds. So, okay. So it has that same neroli kind of powdery vanilla type accord. Same thing as the Perdizione. Very, very similar to the Perdizione. Honestly, this one, Perdizione, and Love Don't Be Shy are all very similar. These three are very, very similar. I think the Perdizione is the cheapest of the three if you're looking at affordability. This one is definitely more gourmand than the Perdizione. You do get more of that true gourmand sort of marshmallow caramel feel to this one. You do get a lot of that orange blossom neroli combination, of course, which just gives you that signature Love Don't Be Shy vibe. This one has almost a little bit of a deeper side to it. It's got a deeper, woodier side. It's a little bit spicier. Not that it's super spicy, but I can tell that there is some cinnamon in here. I can tell that there's some woody notes. I can tell that there's resin. This is, I think it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Am I running out to get a bottle? Not at this moment, because again, I do prefer Love Don't Be Shy Extreme when I'm looking at this whole scent profile. I prefer the Love Don't Be Shy Extreme. But this is beautiful. So yeah, honestly, if I had to choose between this and the Perdizione, I'm going with Perdizione, you guys. My reasoning, it is a little bit more affordable and it's a little less close to that original Love Don't Be Shy DNA. It's a little bit more floral and fresher and plant-like, if I can put it that way. This one smells like it has components that come from a candy factory. Same thing as Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. Perdizione smells like it came from your garden. So I don't know if that makes sense. Honestly, you guys, like I'm telling you honestly, this wouldn't be the one. Like I honestly would go with Perdizione if I'm being totally honest. It smells extremely, extremely similar. So here is your Cintra on etiquette.ca, as you can see, and it's 360 Canadian dollars. So this is actually more expensive than Love Don't Be Shy. And the Perdizione, like I said, retails for 170. So this is incredible, don't get me wrong, but I'm not in a hurry to run out and buy a bottle. I'm going to keep the sample because you never know, tastes change, and maybe one day I will find that I prefer this one. But yeah, so that is Memo Cintra. So the second last fragrance we'll talk about today is Penhaligon's Halfeti, and I am going to shout out Sheree C. Lewis, Sheree from Sheree C. Lewis here on YouTube. She's one of my favorite perfume YouTubers. I just love her personality. She's very bubbly, very happy, and we have pretty similar tastes, and I just really like her. So anyway, she loves Penhaligon's Halfeti, and every time she talks about it, she makes me think I need a bottle. The reason I have not blind purchased it is because, quite frankly, the notes scared the living bejeebies out of me. So let me tell you what the notes are in Penhaligon's Halfeti. Cypress leaf, saffron, cardamom, artemisia, bergamot, and grapefruit. In the middle, you have Bulgarian rose, nutmeg, and jasmine. And in the base, you have oud, leather, cedar, sandalwood, amber, tonka bean, vanilla, and musk. So the notes that scare me is the combination of the nutmeg, the oud, the leather, the cedar. It just looks to me like it would be a very kind of animalic, woody, oudy, masculine scent that would not work for me. But you guys, I'm telling you, this perfume knocked my socks off in a good way. Like, I don't think I'm ready to buy a bottle because you know me, I have a type, I'm feminine, I like feminine perfumes. I don't like smelling masculine, but you guys, this fragrance smells flippin' incredible. You don't need very much of this. It is a very strong fragrance. And this is beautiful. It's so beautiful. It could definitely be feminine or masculine, definitely unisex. I really like the cypress leaf that's in here. It gives it a bit of a freshness, like a fresh green kind of a quality, so it's not just an oudy scent. It's a little bit floral, tiny, tiny bit spicy. I do get a lot of that oud and that kind of leather combination, which I still think is a little too masculine for me. And then there's a little bit of a sweetness. There's a little bit of this like kind of ambery vanilla in the base and a little bit of a freshness in the opening that just balances it out. Super perfectly. I don't know, this is a expertly blended, beautiful, and you guys, I am not an expert here. I don't know anything about perfume, but this is a well-balanced perfume, in my opinion. Like, this is, and it lasts forever. Such good performance, you guys. It would be the perfect scent for fall. I am definitely going to be holding on to the sample. I don't know, like I say, if I will go out and purchase a bottle. I don't know if it's me. I don't think it's me, but it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, and it's worth holding on to and coming back and trying again. So not a safe blind buy, but definitely check out this fragrance. Get a sample if you are, whoops, why are we not in focus? Hello. Definitely get a sample if you like oud, if you like unisex scents, if you are looking for something that's a little bit sort of fresh, cypressy, green, a little bit feminine, tiny bit sweet, and something with oud. This is a beautiful one. And the last fragrance we're going to talk about today is from Louis Vuitton as well, and this is Spell on You. And this was also a complimentary sample with my most recent Louis Vuitton purchase. So this one I've actually had people ask me my opinion on because it is a fairly new release from Louis Vuitton. It was just released in 2021. The notes in the opening are green notes, Tuscan iris, and violet. In the middle you have rose, Chinese jasmine, and Tuscan iris again. And in the base you have peach, white musk, and acacia. And I am not sure what acacia smells like, so let's take a look. So it says acacia is flowers. So that doesn't help me very much. So let's give it a second to marinate and go back to my notes screen here. Okay, so it's very pretty. It's very fresh. It does have some greenness. Okay, I'm definitely getting the iris. I've got it on my hand and on the strip, so let's try. Okay, so on your skin, this is completely different again than on paper. In fact, I'm just gonna get rid of the strip because it is much different and much better on my skin. This is actually beautiful, you guys. I thought I was on the fence about it, but that was because all I had done was kind of spray it on a blotter card, and you definitely do have to try things on your skin to know if you really like them. So it is a little bit green, definitely some rose in there, and definitely powdery. It's a very pretty, fresh, kind of an interesting powdery scent. One thing that I love about iris in a perfume is iris does tend to give perfumes that sort of lipsticky, makeup-y smell. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know. If you've ever smelled a tube of lipstick, like a vintage tube of lipstick, yeah, this definitely does have a powdery, lipsticky smell to it. I don't know what that acacia smells like. This is a little bit unique and a little bit green, I would say. It's kind of like a green, powdery rose. It's very pretty, actually. I will say there's something in here that's kind of bugging me, and I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's the green notes. I don't know if it's that acacia, which I don't know what that smells like. But there is something in here that I'm not 100% loving. It's almost coming across a little bit dirty to me. I don't know. So this is not a love at this moment. I think this is pretty. I prefer the opening of this to the dry down so far. But yeah, so that is Spell on You from Louis Vuitton, a floral, rosy, kind of a green smelling, powdery fragrance. I think a lot of people would really, really like this. I just don't know if it would work out for me just because of the weird green powderiness that I'm getting on my hand. So you guys, that is it for my samples today. And these are, I would say, my top 4 favorites from all of these samples. I would say that the My Way or My Way Intense are both really beautiful, and you never know, this could grow on me. For some reason, the more I smell these, the more I seem to really like them. I think I probably would be partial to the original My Way versus this one for some reason. And also the Perdition, which, by the way, this is the really cute little package that it comes in from Nobel 1942. Incredible, you guys. Just a beautiful, beautiful scent, and again, doesn't smell quite as sweet and bubblegummy as Love Don't Be Shy. Also more affordable and very unique, I think. And then we also have the Eau d'Absence from Louis Vuitton, which is kind of your easy grab and go everyday pretty fragrance. Just cannot go wrong. Beautiful. I don't really know about the longevity about this one though, but I'm definitely going to keep trying this one out because it's super pretty. And then the Penhaligon's Halfeti, which kind of blew my mind, and is just a beautiful unisex, really well blended, sort of foresty green, fresh floral oud with a little bit of amber and vanilla in the base. Just a beautiful scent. yeah, so I think those are my 4 favorites, and you guys definitely stay tuned. Make sure that you're subscribed. I have so many good samples coming. I have samples coming from Lucky Scent. I have Le Labo samples coming. I have Dior, the exclusive collection from Dior coming. I'm super, super excited to go through them all with you. Just say no to expensive blind buys, you guys. Just say no. Learn from me. Don't do what I did. Don't spend a small fortune on expensive blind buys. So yeah, that's it for today's video.